and she's done the job at regular maintenance on our hardwood floors that are in the kitchen and hallway. Um, like I said in my written review, Pebbles is meant to be kind of an alternative to the Scuba, which is more of a wet mopping type of robot. I have the Scuba, but after moving from my old home to the one we're in now, I couldn't use the Scuba on the type of flooring I have. The Scuba is more meant for like linoleum or tile floors versus hardwood or engineered floors that you can't really get too wet. The Braava here is more for like a damp mop type of thing, or even dry mopping. I wouldn't recommend Scuba again for like wood laminate type flooring. It's not really meant for that because it really just gets the floors too wet. But again, I really like this Braava. It's not the type of device that's gonna like scrub really, really, really dirty floors. This is meant as a weekly maintenance type of cleaning device, similar to what the iRobot vacuums are designed to do. I would never assume my iRobot vacuum is going to replace, a full-size vacuum, but it is good for weekly maintenance and keeping the floors relatively clean. Um, you know, so uh, again, for the Braava here, as I explained in my written review, has the ability to do a wet and damp mop. And I'm not going to show any video of it in action because you can pull that up on online anyway. I just kind of wanted to add this video as a supplement to my original written review to kind of show you some of the things that the Braava has and how to properly use Braava. So you've got Braava comes with the dry mop pad and a wet mop pad, and then it comes with the cloths, the blue wet mop and the white dry mop. And you can buy additional ones of these online as well, because you may, especially for the wet mop ones here, you may need a couple of these because, as you can tell over time, they get a little stained and dirty. With the dry mop, it's relatively simple. You just basically, you've got the little grips here. You take the towel, put it in the grips really good, and then it magnetizes. Then it magnetizes to the Braava on the other side here, which I can turn around and show Pebbles' backside, I guess. But just basically, it magnetizes onto the magnetized little holders there on the other side. For the wet mop, the damping mop, of course, you have to put solution with a mixture of water in here. This pops up. It's also good to kind of dampen in this little wick here on the bottom. And with the blue cloth, you have to make sure you get that nice and damp too. And again, this one, the difference is that it velcros on, and velcros on just like that, and it goes on the same as onto the back of the Braava as well. What we typically do to get the best effect out of using Pebbles is we dry mop first with Pebbles, let her dry mop the whole floor. If you have any kind of heavy particles on the floor, it might also be good to kind of do a light sweep as well. But typically we dry mop first, let Pebbles dry mop, move the cube from place to place. And that's my one real gripe, is I kind of like the old way the iRobots work versus with this GPS cube. I mean, it works okay. I just kind of prefer the other way. But anyway, so you move the cube from place to place if you have a large room. And again, make sure you have flat ceilings. If you don't, you may have issues with Braava working properly. And then after that, we use the damp mop part of it and have Braava go over the same areas that we dry mopped. And with doing that weekly, it's been very effective and keeps the floors pretty clean. Again, like I said, it's meant to be a maintenance type of thing. a maintenance cleaner as opposed to like if you have really bad floors. Yeah, you kind of gotta you do a clean and then let Braava weekly clean up for you. Or if you want to do it more often than that as well, you can do that too. But again, we still like Braava. I like Pebbles. Pebbles is great. We use her weekly, and I'm still a fan of these robots. I think they're great. If you have smaller rooms, then maybe the smaller 320 will be, for you. Again, if you have tile or linoleum and you prefer more of a scrubbing mop, then the Scuba might be, the way to go. We use the iRobot vacuum more for carpets and use this Braava, of course, for dry mopping on our hardwood floor or engineer floors, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, I just wanted to update this. Thanks for listening. If you have any questions, you're welcome to message me. I'll try to answer any questions I can about Pebbles or the Braava.